Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple and a Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be doing some full moon readings. We are live streaming on three different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, all at the same time on November 15th. So, the Taurus full moon is here and it is conjunct Uranus. So, that is what we're going to talk about tonight, guys. And I do have some readings available. I'm hoping we can have an enjoyable full moon evening. The energy feels intense. Taurus is the bull, so I feel like I wouldn't necessarily say the bull's in a china shop, but there's definitely bull energy. So on your screen, you're going to see some readings that I'm offering tonight. Thank you, Sandra. And I wasn't going to do a collective read, but Spirit tells me that we can. So I think I'm going to pull three cards and I'm going to look at masculine, feminine, and bridging energy on this Taurus full moon. Before I do that, though, I want to talk to you a little bit about the Taurus full moon. So we've talked about it several times now, right? So I feel like this full moon is definitely much more significant than maybe I was giving it credit for. And like Spirit's like, oh, here we go. We're going to talk about it again. I did see that there's something else we didn't talk about. So it was like there's so many aspects to this moon that make it very potent and very significant to us. So, the last thing I'm going to talk about is the conjunction to Uranus. So, I'm sure you've heard other astrologers say that the Taurus full moon is conjunct Uranus up in the cosmos. And all that means is that these planetary energies are very close. And when they're close together, it means it amplifies each planetary energy. So, for example, the moon in Taurus is going to amplify the Taurus energy. And then, of course, Uranus is about surprise and shock, and sometimes can be chaotic energy you can see with Uranus. So I just want to point that out because Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. And that is we're always talking about Pluto moving into Aquarius. So these are energies that we will see as well. And I think for the most part, we're already feeling those energies, right? I see everybody coming in. Michelle is over on Facebook, Jenna on YouTube, Diana, Sandra, welcome everyone. All right. So the conjunction, how is it going to impact you? I feel like it's going to be full moon energy with a twist or full moon energy with a surprise. For me, I haven't really, I feel like I should have studied my chart a little, this transit on my chart a little more than I did because I don't know, I feel a lot of aggression with this moon. Um, I wouldn't necessarily say short fuse, just not wanting to deal with any BS. It's interesting. It's like all day today, I've heard about the fight. I'm sure some of you, I know there's a bunch of ladies in here, but some of you may have heard that Mike Tyson is fighting the Jake Paul or John Paul or whatever Paul, I don't know. Um, and in some boxing match. So I'm sure, everybody, I've seen it on the TikTok. I've seen everybody talk about it. There's been posts and advertisement for it everywhere. But I don't know if that's what's on my nerves or what it is, but it's just definitely like, I don't know, a little bit of intense full moon and a lot of aggression, a lot of aggression. Um, and again, the fight I think is significant because here's my thoughts on the fight. I actually used to really enjoy um not necessarily boxing. I like to watch the MMA fights, and that was something that I did for years and years and years. I even like stopped watching them for a while and then started watching them again. And um, I really got, I feel like just pulled back in. I'm definitely a Thug Rose fan. So for those of you that don't know her, I would say look her up. She's from Colorado. She's super awesome fighter. She's the tiniest little thing you ever saw, but she can really whoop your ass. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just really, ever since spiritual awakening, it's like the more purging I do, the less stuff like that I can watch. Um, and I don't know if like I'm irritated because I can't watch it, or if I'm irritated because I see it as the distraction that it is, or I'm irritated because it's, Mike Tyson, who's like, from my day and age, right? Like I'm 45 years old, right? And then this Jake Paul, am I saying his name right? Is it Jake Paul? Like I I feel like he's one of those people that get really upset that I didn't know the name or the right name. But anyway, it's like he's like the younger version or like the younger generation. So it's like it's pinning the old people against the young people. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's just like, right? Michelle says, I blame Aunt Flo. I would totally. And this is my time. When the Capricorn moons came, I definitely had some surprise flows. But yeah, definitely could be that energy, very much so. Irritated and just not taking any shit. I feel like not falling for any shit. Jake Paul. Sweet. Wouldn't want to upset anybody. All right. So on your screen is the readings we're doing. I'm of course offering every other reading that we normally do. So if somebody wants general guidance, if you are looking for talking to heaven, if you want to ask a detailed question, it is a $10 energy exchange. But tonight, I'm doing something fun because it is the Taurus full moon. So I'm doing free yes or no questions. They're free, y'all, because I need to practice. I feel like people don't realize, okay, some people, there's like two sides to yes or no, right? Some people don't offer yes or no questions because they're like, oh, a tarot reading is much more than that, and it takes more cards to like give somebody an entire reading, and it takes a spread to get direct answers. I understand that, and I get that. But for those of us that channel our information, I really don't need the tarot. I know that sounds like a certain type of conceited way. It is Aunt Flo, right? She'd be the only one that's that conceited. But it's not that I'm not trying to be conceited, like, oh, I don't need tarot. It's just that it's energy. It's all energy. So it's like you're just feeling the energy. And you feel the energy is going to be the same, like whether it's tarot or whether it's any other tool, divinity tool. I don't know why my brain froze all of a sudden, but yeah, like it's just reading the energy. So it's not necessarily the cards per se as the information that I receive through the way the energy feels, and of course, my intuition and yada yada yada. Sent $10 for the Uranus conjunction reading. Yay! All right, so really quickly, let's pull 3 cards. Let's see where everybody's at with this. Bullheaded. It's like bullheaded, right? Like that's the energy I feel like. Bullheaded energy. And I just want to say the Taurus full moon conjunct Uranus. I mean, yeah, there's a surprise. This energy, whatever the surprise is, I'll give you guys a little bit of hint that might help you out. Like whatever oh my goodness, I'm going to experience with this is going to have something to do with something between the last new moon, which would have been the Scorpio new moon, y'all remember? And then it could even go back 6 months to it would have been early May when we had the Taurus new moon. So that's where you could be something in that energy that's been occurring from that time. That has to do with Taurus. So it's like comforts. So like that's the only thing I can think of for Taurus comforts. Taurus is an earth sign, so very grounded, practical energy. But it is more about um, stability, um, foundation, like firm foundation. It's strong energy. It's going to have something to do with security because I feel like that's really, whether that's financial security or whatnot, I feel like that's where our focus has been. All right, I'm going to start masculine energy first. We have the gift card. It's 8 of clubs. It translates to 8 of wands. Quick information, sudden information. I feel like it's actual gifts. Like receiving something. But I mean, they could be understanding something, and masculine energy could see that as a gift. Let's look at the feminine energy. 7 of hearts, relationships. It shows the 2 puzzle pieces going together. So feminine energy could be really focused on relationship and whether the 2 pieces fit. I don't know why I can't just, suppose I could have showed you the cards. All right, bridging energy is going to be social engagement. I feel like I've been getting this card a lot. So 10 of clubs is 10 of wands. It could be heavy burdens. Social engagement, it's interesting because I immediately thought of a very specific story. The stranger is on the bottom. The stranger is the card that says sometimes we're too closed off, or we believe that like our opinion or what we know is the truth. All right, so I'm reminded of a very specific story with the social engagement card, and I feel like I'm supposed to tell you. So I had this conversation with a friend recently, where I've stopped drinking. And I mean, I'm just gonna be completely honest. Are y'all ready? um, and I said something about going to Sandra's for my vacation. And I said, like I think it would be okay if I stopped drinking. I don't drink anymore. So I was like, well, I think it would be okay if somebody brings a glass of wine or a bottle of wine. I think I can drink a glass of wine and it'll be okay because it's a social setting. Like I don't want to be like a prude and be like, oh, I don't drink. And I don't care if other people drink. I'm just saying. It's smoking too. Like I've quit smoking, but it doesn't bother me that other people smoke. How weird is that, right? I just want to say when I first quit smoking, like the smell of a cigarette would make me run to go want one. But I don't know. I guess it's just been long enough, and I just don't anymore. Um, but so my friend was like, okay, well, he was like, that only works, he's like, that doesn't, it's not really that way. Because he was like, what if like there's a person, right, and they have like some addiction to something else, right? Like let's say it's something, worse than drinking or like something, I don't know, something else. And he said, like, what if, take that and replace it with the alcohol, would that still be okay? Like in other words, like if somebody is addicted to, I don't know, something bad, pick something bad, heroin, right? And they were like, oh, well, I'm doing it at a party, so it's okay because it's social. You know what I'm trying to say here? So like it doesn't make it okay, right? There's if you either do or you don't type of thing. So there is this energy here for bridging energy, like where we could be having to like walk the talk type of situation with this Taurus full moon. It's like we're being tested. I feel like I'm tested all the time. Do you guys feel like you're tested all the time? I feel like I'm tested all the time. And I'm getting to the point where like I know I'm not perfect. Like I suck a lot of times. But it's like I'm starting to like I have the pass and needs work column, right? Like that test, oh, I passed that one, passed that one. Oh, needs work. Oh, needs work. Oh, needs work. Some days the needs work column is rough, right? All right, I'm going to pull some tarot. Let's see if we can pick up on some specific energies. So for the masculine, we have the Chariot. It's the Cancer energy. It's movement, some type of moving. Three of Cups is um, soul tribe, soul family, like minds, people that think the same, want the same things. And Queen of Wands is here. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It does talk about being confident in yourself and being confident in what you're capable of doing. It could have something to do with your spiritual abilities. The cat always sticks out to me with Queen of Wands. We have two, we had three, but we had an unfortunate sad event. So now we have two stray cats. Um, and we're not quite sure what to do with them, honestly. I don't really feel like we're in the position to add more responsibilities, right? But what do you do? Like, I mean, I can't like take them to the shelter and I can't not feed them and I can't not pet them. They're super cute. Um, I don't know. Like all day yesterday and all day today, I feel like I kept hearing these little tidbits about cats and how certain animals are drawn to you and like what their purposes are. And I mean that could be a test too. Does Rosa feed the animal? Does she let it starve? You see what I mean? But there's definitely something with like animals and spirits. And for some reason, right now at this time, cats. Like, have y'all had any stray cats just come up out of nowhere? I feel like Sandra does on the regular. Um, but this is not usual for me. Like, this is not something that happens, you know, often. All right, let's look at the feminine energy, relationships. It's the puzzle pieces, so it's like putting the pieces together. It could be figuring something out in a relationship. I picked up it's like could be like figuring out is this the right person or like the right match. It's Seven of Hearts, so it could translate to Seven of Cups. It could be talking about choices. Ten of Cups comes out, so big confirmation, happy home, happy family. And Nine of Wands comes out. This is stubborn energy. Nine of Wands talks about doing something over and over again. It also talks about not giving up, not quitting. The rainbows are sticking out to me. The Tower. The scissors are sticking out to me. I cut my hair today, y'all. Not crazy drastic like you can watch on the TikTok. Not like that. I just took off a couple inches off the bottom, and then I straightened my hair today. Um, it seemed more self-care, I would say. I feel like that's more. I worked today. I had a lot of readings that had to go out today. I still have readings that have to go out. But it was like this afternoon I took some time and just a little self-care. Um, I do feel it was because the energy is so intense, and the full moon peaked at like, I want to say it was around 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, so it would have been like 5. It would have been like 3:30 my time. It's right about the time I was cutting my hair, y'all. How weird is that? All right, let's look at social engagements. The Hierophant comes out. Spiritual beliefs. Knight of Cups. And the Hanged Man. Page of Wands is on the bottom. Page of Wands is the beginning of your spiritual awakening journey. It's about being excited to be on your spiritual awakening journey. The Hierophant, I think we could be getting some lessons on something about like being above, something about the way she's standing with her foot on the church. So it's like this energy of like being above something. It feels like a lesson. Knight of Cups feels a little, I know it's not Knight of Wands, but it feels somewhat reckless. Knight of Cups is being courageous enough to tell people how you feel, tell someone how you feel. But then we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is sacrifice. So I definitely feel like it's very possible with this full moon, whether it's social engagements, and I feel like the drinking recently came up for divine masculine. So that's interesting that the wine glass came out. So it's like you could be, I mean, it's holidays, right? It's time of holidays when we're gathering with other people. So it's like you definitely could feel tested. But there's something about spiritual beliefs and it's bridging energy. So on both sides here, that kind of like overpowers or assists even. And it's could be something about your spiritual gifts that's allowing you to make the sacrifice. So for each time I get a win or like a pass, or I didn't fail that one, or I didn't mess that one test up, um, it definitely feels, I don't know, like an assist. Like spirit help me get through whatever that trigger was. Sometimes it does feel like I had to let go of something. The Hanged Man. All right, let's pull a guidance card. So the Chariot came out, Cancer energy. The Hierophant came out, that's the Taurus. The Hanged Man came out, that's going to be Pisces. And the Tower is going to be Aries and Scorpio. The Tower actually represents Mars. And Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. Open to abundance. It's number 8. Believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. And the magical crystal cave. I feel like I've been getting this one a lot too. Switch on your inner light, bring forward your gift. And last one, 27, ascension flames. Merge with light, ignite keys and codes. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, I'm going to show everybody what we're doing tonight while I clean up and take down our list. I feel like everybody could be feeling a little testy with this Taurus full moon, or like they're being tested. I feel like for the masculine energy, they're more focusing on the positives of the situations. And for the feminines, it's like I feel like you're wondering which situations or relationships or people maybe even trigger certain situations or tests. And I think that's why social engagement is the bridging energy. And it's definitely this energy of we're passing the test because spirit is assisting and because spirit is the goal. All right, let me grab pen and paper. Sandra is doing conjunction, I remember. Renee, full moon. Michelle, full moon. Brenda, full moon. Diana, full moon. Did I miss Sherry? I did. Brenda, Sherry, Diana. All right. All right, now this one's actually going to be fun. I know that when you're seeing the spread and you're like, shock, awe, chaos, oh no. Chaotic energy doesn't have to be bad. It just means it's unorganized. It just means there's a lot of energy and it's unorganized. All right. And I just want to say, I feel like for the most part, whenever we experience Uranus energy, I should have had like a list of examples and dates. But it's usually like positive things, right? Oh, look at Sandra. She's on top of it. All right, here we go. Ready? Sandra, shock, awe, and chaos coming with the Taurus full moon conjunct Uranus. Ooh, look at this. We have the rebel, so big confirmation. Because rebellion energy is Uranus, right? Some type of upheaval, some type of uproar, like standing up for something. This could be even like standing up for the underdog type of energy here with this Taurus full moon. All right, so your impulsive reaction is commitment. That's interesting. The ring is sticking out to me. Six of Cups is someone from the past. It's reunion energy. That could be who you're being rebellious with, or it could be your impulse that when you're in this rebellion energy or experiencing this rebellion energy, that you connect with this person from the past. Lessons learned. We have the friend card coming out. It's Queen of Hearts. There could be some energy here of like this is a very uh, um I want to be like more than friends, but I mean, how would I know that, right? Um, it could also be like being your own friend. I need to say that because I feel like that was the first thing that came out. But there's definitely here the butterfly is sticking out. It says it could be some type of transformation with this friend. It could have something to do with that commitment. How to move forward with this energy. We have the mail card, so you could need to write a letter. Could need to send a message to someone. Um, the impact over the next 80 years. Okay, so I know some of you are like, why 80 years, Rosa? The reason I should have mentioned this at the beginning. Haha. Okay, so the reason that the Taurus conjunction with Uranus and everybody's talking about it like, oh my gosh, why is it so weird? Whatever. It doesn't happen. It's every 80 years or so. So it's like it'll be another 80 years before this will happen again. The Taurus full moon conjunct Uranus. So, what's the impact from this full moon conjunct Uranus to the next full moon or Taurus full moon conjunct Uranus? We have communication. So, um, there's going to be something in your own journey with this person that changes surprisingly with this Taurus full moon that has to do with communication that will um, transcend through lifetimes, right? Because I mean, unless like medical science, pops in and can make us, live twice as long or whatever. It's like communication becomes more. I heard the word. I'm actually seeing. Uh, Dang it, I lost it. But like 3D and 5D, right? Like physical and spiritual. All right, and now I'm going to pull a guidance card. We have obstacles. And then the worries card is on the bottom. So the worries card could be talking about, um, why do I feel like I'm missing a card? It could be talking about over worrying about something. All right, so we have shock and awe, your impulse reaction, the lesson learned, how to move forward, the impact in the next 80 years. Oh, look, and that was the guidance card. I totally forgot the outcome. Are you ready? Oh, it can't be the worries card. Is the worries card that you over worry something? Oh, it's gonna be the passion. Look, we'll take both of them. You have support is on the bottom. All right. See, I feel like it's supposed to go this way because that would have been the outcome and that would have been the guidance. And I feel like the outcome is saying, like, of course, you're going to experience obstacles. It's not just going to be easy cheesy because the communication is better. But it does say, like, there's no need to over worry about something. And then we get the passion card, which with the matches, the matchbox with flames, right? So definitely could be telling me, like, who the person is, right? Or it could just be saying don't over worry because you're on this specific type of spiritual awakening journey. All right, let's look at the rebel. So we have the Empress. I feel like that's big clue card for divine feminine, right? It's about manifesting something, bringing something to fruition. You could be manifesting something that maybe people said, oh, You shouldn't do that for whatever reason. Jack of Wands, I mean, really should be, I feel like the Jack should really be Page energy, but I'm definitely getting more Knight of Wands energy. It's very passionate action. It's something you really, really want, but there is some slight recklessness in it. All right, the commitment, you have Strength, Leo energy. Because the major arcana is coming out. So it could be some reward, because Six of Hearts, Six of Cups, yes, someone from your past or reunion, but it's also a gift. A gift. So it's like Spirit could be giving you some type of gift for your strength, for your perseverance, is what I heard. The Friend card came out. So this is lesson learned, but I'm definitely seeing the butterfly is sticking out strongly. So it's like there's some type of transformation. There's some change in that situation. Knight of Wands comes out. That's what I was picking up here. I think the change could be that they're just as excited and just as energetic, and just as maybe even nervous, to go towards the other. And there's this weird phrase that's coming into my head, so I'm just going to spit it out. Something about like when you fall off a horse, you got to get back on type of thing. So there's like this energy here of like maybe, some spills, like being like falling off the horse, has happened, and it's like it's challenging for both because you both have this Knight of Wands energy. So it's like it's challenging for both to get back on the horse and, you know, um, go back towards each other, or like open yourselves up to that type of situation. All right, let's look at the male card. How to move forward. There's something about writing something down, putting words to paper. Nine of Wands, not giving up. There could have been a letter or something wrote about not giving up. There's this energy with Nine of Wands, like I've been doing it this whole time. I have nothing else. I've got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose energy. All right, impact for the next 80 years, we have communication. So I feel like it's changing. And let's say this is twin. So if this is twin energy, then it's like you're collectively assisting communication through your union, through your courage, bravery to take new passionate action. Look at that. Big confirmation. Oh my gosh, Three of Wands. So Three of Wands means taking action towards your future. It's like it's not even just about help in the three. Oh my goodness. So the three is like, Spirit's telling me that's not the important part. Okay, so Three of Wands, it's like what you're doing is not, I mean, it's helping you, of course, in your journey and what you've had happening with this person, but it's helping future generations. It's helping, like 80 years down the road. So think of that. Like that's people that's not even born yet, right? Like that's way, way down the road. The Five of Clubs, obstacles. This is, I believe, the outcome. I do feel like this isn't, some type of communication has opened up, yes, but on both sides. And there could be some confirmations like, hey, have you experienced this? I've experienced that, right? But that doesn't like unlock everything. Like that doesn't um it like doesn't make everything perfect again. Like the problems, there's still problems there. There's still obstacles that need to be worked through. There's still healing that needs to be done. All that stuff. I just got super emotional. We're just gonna go with ant flow. All right. Page of Wands, beginning of the spiritual awakening journey. We've seen that card earlier, like being excited for your path, your journey, being excited for what you're about to go do next, even if it's not exactly the way that you think it's supposed to be. And then guidance was definitely like the don't over worry. At this point, okay, so here's what's happened, Sandra. This is what they call a reunion period. And when you have these reunion periods, it is for a couple of different things. Confirmation. I feel like it's like a reboost. It like recharges the batteries. It's like you're able to replenish, right? And then go back out into the world and do whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing on your journey. So it's like there's something about not needing to worry. Fool comes out, leap of faith. On the bottom, the high priestess, you already know. You already know. All right, so I am going to pull a guidance card out of my Magic of the Unicorn, just because I've been using them all day to close it out. I got the Open to Abundance again. Rose Gold Cosmic Pool, bathe in cosmic love and soak up wisdom. All right, I'm leaving it there. I hope that was helpful. And thank you for your energy exchange, Sandra. She says you have my full attention. I like when you do the mind blown. That's my favorite. All right, Renee. Renee is going to do a 3-card Taurus Full Moon. While I clean up, guys. Those are the readings we're doing tonight. Like, is everybody scared of yes or no as much as I am? Oh, thank you, Sandra. Oh my goodness. All right. Here we go, Renee. Ready? Let me click her name so we all know who we're talking to. So first one, how can you deepen your understanding of your beliefs, values, and spiritual practices? How can you deepen your understanding? Mahatma energy, build your light body, accelerate your ascension. It's definitely giving off strong chakra vibes, right? I also see your personal unicorn, bathe in pure love, stay open to unicorn magic. I can't remember. Mm, I can't remember what the Mahatma energy was. But I remember that the Mahatma meant something really specific. All right. In the golden era of Atlantis, many great beings contributed towards a special pool of light. It formed high frequency golden white group conscious known as the Mahatma energy. High frequency golden white. Build your light body. Oh, Renee. Um, you just had the accident. One, how are you doing? I love you. Two, frequency music. Frequency music. That's something that Spirit has really been showing me, and everywhere I look. Frequency music is big right now. They're studying because they're starting to see and understand that certain frequencies heal our DNA, like our cells. I definitely feel like it's like going to be the future of like medical science stuff, right? But there's already all kinds of research and studies done. You can Google it, go look and follow the rabbit hole like I did. I love frequency music. I can play it all day, every day. And I can definitely tell the difference of like when I listen and when I don't. So something about that. Accelerate your ascension can mean all kinds of things. You can accelerate your ascension by just having stronger discipline in your spiritual practices. In other words, like you do them every day. You devote your time and efforts. All right, how can you incorporate the Hierophant wisdom and traditional values into your life with the Taurus full moon? Pool of Christ. I love it. Oh my gosh, perfect. I was a little concerned about that question, like how that would work out with this specific oracle set. But Pool of Christ light comes out. Open your heart and spread unconditional love. Unconditional love is Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness. We're not talking about Jesus here. It has nothing to do with like Christianity or anything like that. It's Christ consciousness. In what area of your life should you focus on creating a more stable foundation? A more stable foundation. Divine potential. Fulfill your destiny. Be all you can be. Oh my gosh, it can't get any more direct than that, right? Spirit's asking you to fulfill your purpose. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Michelle is next. Oh my gosh, Renee, never. Over on my YouTube channel under the videos tab, so the uploads videos tab, not our live streams, videos, uploads. I actually have a couple videos that I posted that have frequency music. I was testing out. I'm the Aries, y'all. I get excited. I go learn how to do something, and then it's like once I've learned how to do it, I'm like, oh, okay. But I was testing out um, like making my own frequency um, record tape. I don't know. But here's the thing is like you have to I wanted to have it like to a beat, like to have sound in the background as well. So that it, it makes it sound more like music and it makes it more, I don't know, enjoyable. um, but I was trying to like like do it together, like what they call like a mashup, where you put like I had like, running water, there was birds chirping, there was like all this different stuff, and then you put it all together. The hardest part I remember when I was doing it is when the clips are cut and you have to put them together, they have this thing called a transition. And it was a struggle to find the right transition to keep the music flowing smoothly, right? But there is a couple over there that are for different healing purposes. Like I can't remember which ones I posted, but I remember that I put in the name. I want to say the 432 hertz because it's a healing frequency. So each frequency does different stuff. You got to find out like which frequency you're listening to. Remind me, message me after the live. There's a certain person I like to listen to, and I can't remember his name right offhand. But he is on TikTok and YouTube. But he makes frequency very nice, comfortable, calm frequency music that you can listen to for, long periods of time. And he does the Om meditations. So I don't know. I don't know. I really enjoy them. Will I be moving from my current house in the next 12 months? Oh my gosh, I love that. Immediately made me think of your chart. All right. Did I not click on it? I swear I thought I had already clicked on her name. Why is it doing that? All right, apparently Renee's name is the only one that I can click on. Oh my goodness. This will be the Mercury retrograde, y'all. All right, you know what? Look at that. We'll just do the little overlay. And everybody knows it's Michelle's turn. It's driving me nuts. So, like, why? Why is it not doing that? Oh, I got it. Okay. User error, y'all. All right. So, Michelle, my first question is, do we want to do yes or no and full moon, or do we just want to do just the yes or no? There for a minute, I couldn't click on anyone but you. Did we add Jenna? I just seen Diana's post. I don't know why the chat is being so mean. It won't let me like scroll up or down. All right, just yes or no, please. All right, here we go. Will you be moving in the next 12 months? It's just one card. Oh my goodness. I'm nervous. Yes. But it's small. Whatever it is, it's small. You got Page of Pentacles. But Page of Pentacles is a yes. Now we're not gonna know though, Michelle. You're gonna have to come back and tell us whenever you do move, and if you move to somewhere that's smaller. Are you planning on moving? And if you do, would it be somewhere smaller? Like if you're looking at 4-bedroom houses and you're in a 2-bedroom house, like that wouldn't necessarily work, right? Michelle said, I felt that yes immediately. It'd be an apartment. Yes, sweet. Sweet. Oh, we got one of those thingamabobs. Let me see if I can. All right. She said it would be a downsize. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And Kita, like I said that wrong on Facebook. We can add her to the list. All right, it's Brenda's turn. Taurus Full Moon. Brenda, say hi to me in the comments. The next card, Michelle, was 4 of Pentacles. So it's like you still have some saving. Still have some saving to do. Vanessa on Facebook. Is Brenda still with us? Brenda on YouTube? It's okay. Sherry was here, and Sherry was after Brenda. Is that right? We can swap them around, and maybe Brenda will come back. I wish we could have some music, y'all. I hope y'all are playing music. I wanted to talk about the Taurus full moon, the conjunction with Uranus, so I couldn't put music. Brenda, Sherry says she's there. Let me check something really quickly. Do you guys see her and I just don't? Because I just blocked a scammer, so I want to make sure. You know how every time I go to block a scammer and then I accidentally block somebody? Oh, there she is. Look, right there. Sweet. I was like, oh no, I did it again. And then Michelle, did you even see them on Facebook? I feel like sometimes they're coming in like from a group, so I feel like you can't see them, which is good. But when they comment on like a specific person, because we added the Facebook person, and then they picked their name out, the scammer did. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure if it was like group or from our page. Pamela Lay, could I please get a message? All right, Brenda is with us. All right, and doing Taurus full moon. So, how can you deepen your understanding of your beliefs, your values, and your spiritual practices? I don't know why I grabbed. Did you see me grab the inner oracle? There's something in there wanting to come out. All right, how can you deepen your understanding? We have refreshing oasis, nurture yourself and gather your strength. Nurture yourself and gather your strength. I feel like this is a little bit of, it seems a little forceful. A lot of these messages are really like sweet and kind and compassionate. This one seems a little forceful, Brenda. So it's almost like spirit is saying, um, well, I know you. So it's like I know Brenda, so I know what she's been going through. But it's like spirit's asking you to um care for yourself, like self-care. But it's more than that because you tell other people about self-care, or you tell other people what they need to do or should do, or what would help them, I should say. And I feel like you're getting a little bit of Rosa lessons. I get these lessons all the time. But it's like where spirit is making us, like our actions have to match our words, the walk the talk. That's this Taurus moon. I mean, this Taurus moon is doing that with everyone. But for you, it's going to be about nurturing yourself, self care, like making sure that you're doing your exercises, making sure you're taking your vitamins, making sure that you're eating well, making sure, you know what I'm saying? All the things, making sure. So that's going to be how you can deepen your understanding. All right, how can you incorporate the Hierophant wisdom and traditional values in your life? Ooh, we have the violet flame. I love it. Twin journey comes right away, right? Invoke the cosmic diamond violet flame. Transmute all that is not love. Transmuting is like that's what we're doing on the twin journey, right? On this type of spiritual awakening. The violet flame is actually this really famous poem. I can't remember who wrote it, honestly. But I have like, I don't know, 8, 10, 20 journals, um, that have my twin journey in them, right? And one of those journals, like one of them that I got, like I want to say early on, In the very first page, like when you open the journal, so not a page that you would write on, I'm talking about like that very first part when you first open the book. I wrote it in there. I remember writing like the poem out on that front page. But so you can look it up, you can find it online. Some people use it as a prayer. Some people use it as like an affirmation. And some people use it to connect to their counterpart energy. All right. And what area of your life should you focus on creating a stable foundation? All right, Brenda, we have go with the flow. Wow. Relax and trust and accept what is happening. Um, I feel like things could be moving quickly. The river is definitely giving like choppy waters. But I'm also sensing like the unicorn and the dolphin together. It's like you're surrounded by spirit, magic, support, friends. There's going to be a purpose to this. Because when spirit is being very direct with you, which is like kind of odd to me. I feel like I'm the only person that spirit is this direct with, right? Like short with. But relax and trust, accept what is happening. Is this energy like there's going to be purpose? There's a reason that you're going through troubled waters, right? All right. Cosmic Ruby is on the bottom. Be a peace ambassador and practice cosmic mastery. I'm going to leave it there, Brenda. I hope that was helpful. This is awesome. All right. Pamela Lay would like a talking to heaven. Can we put Pamela on the list? All right, Sherry, it's your turn. Can you say hi to me in the comments? Thank you, Brenda. All right, so we have Sherry on YouTube, Diana on YouTube, Jenna, and Kita on Facebook, Vanessa on Facebook, Pamela on Facebook. Sherry is here. All right. Taurus Full Moon. How will you deepen your understanding of your beliefs, values, and spiritual practices? We have Cosmic Emerald. Create perfect health and access divine abundance. Create perfect health and access divine abundance. That's interesting because that's a very similar energy to the one that I just picked up for Brenda's first card. Um, this could actually be more about mental health. And I think that's interesting because I feel like that's been my main focus on my spiritual awakening. And I think that that's definitely like when I try to think of like PLR in the future, like where is the channel headed? What are we going to talk about? What are we doing? I get this, like mental health, like that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on learning about self-care, understanding the importance of self-care. We're going to like focus on healing from our past traumas. We're going to focus on facing those traumas that we've buried deep, right? And that cause us to be triggered and react in certain ways. So that's really where I feel that PLR is headed. Like that's going to be the focus. Of course, we're always going to talk about the twin journey because that's what started the whole thing. And you know what? To be perfectly honest, I'm really starting to accept the fact that I went through this experience and that I mean, I'm still going through this experience, but I'm starting to have so much gratitude for the fact that I was able to have my awakening, go through dark night of the soul, connect with spirit the way I have, grow this relationship with God, overcome my fears through the growth of my faith, and 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 then monetize all of it. I'm just saying. Talk about alchemy, right? Talk about alchemy. Like I YouTube pays me to talk about what happened to me with my twin flame journey. I mean, you just can't beat that, right? I recommend everyone do it. Everyone. But I do feel that cosmic emerald create perfect health, access divine abundance. There's some anxiety here. There's like some anxiety. I wouldn't say necessarily depression. I feel like you're kind of on top of that. You know what it is. You faced it before. This is more about the anxiety and the worrying. When we worry, you can't have faith and worry at the same time. You can't have faith and worry at the same time. You can only one or the other. So if you're catching yourself like over worrying about something or overthinking something, then you don't have faith in whatever it is. So in source, in spirit, in God, right? So create perfect health and access divine abundance. And again, abundance does not have to be money. Peace of mind for somebody who's been over worrying about something, fearful of like making a mistake or doing something like that. Peace of mind can be abundance. All right, how can you incorporate the Hierophant wisdom and traditional values into your life? We have cosmic rainbow. Look for the pot of gold and accept joy. Um, the only thing I can think of that's spiritual when I look at this pot of joy or pot of gold card is, again, it's like you have to have faith in the unseen. It's like you may not see, it says look for the pot of gold, but it's like just because you don't see it, you're not going to stop looking for it. You know it's there or you know it's coming, right? It's definitely giving that energy. In what area of your life should you focus on creating a stable foundation with Taurus full moon? We have the I am present. So in your manifestations, expand your stellar gateway. I am that I am. So when I see the I am card, I immediately um like certain affirmations pop in my head right away. Um these are affirmations that I use for manifestation rituals and practices. So I feel like it's very much like where you need to create a stronger foundation is an understanding in your individual self, and understanding like the soul having a human experience, and understanding your connection to source, to spirit, and understanding that there's a piece of you inside that is source, spirit, God. I feel like this Taurus full moon is going to give you this very strong, rooted, grounded energy in who you are and your connection to spirit. And that alone is going to cause your faith to grow. All right. Diana. Diana is next. Starluva, hello. We're doing a full moon reading, Starluva, and I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, I've gotten all the Taurus full moon readings I can stand. Um, this one, we're looking at that Taurus and Uranus conjunction, which we actually didn't talk about. We talked about all kinds of different traits and characteristics and aspects of this moon. But the conjunction was actually one that I didn't talk about. And Spirit was like, here you go, one more opportunity. um, and Uranus is the planet of surprise. So I feel like this is like an extra powerful full moon because it's like the regular surprises that come with full moons is like this is extra. Aw, thank you, Sherry. Diana would like talking to heaven. Ooh. I feel healthy and happy came out before I could even finish shuffling. It shows this, it looks like a man on top of the mountain. This could be someone who maybe they were active and it's like they struggled to be active in their later years. So it's like when they got to heaven, there's excitement being able to climb to the top of this mountain. I don't know what this has to do with it, but I'm definitely picking up the Titanic movie. You know the Titanic movie, when Rose is standing at the bridge at the front of the boat, you know, and she has her arms open. It's definitely giving that vibe as well. All right, it says, I can now do amazing things I never dreamed were possible, and it feels like I'm doing them in a physical body, except I'm so much lighter, freer, and more flexible. So I can do acrobats if I want. I can fly, I can jump as high as a mountain, and I can move instantly between locations. It's magical here. The main thing that I want to emphasize to you, though, is that through all the aches, pains, and suffering went away with my physical body. I can breathe, see, and walk like a healthy young person now. All the limitations of a physical body are gone, and I'm enjoying my spiritual body. I also see how I could have taken much better care of myself physically and enjoyed better health. And I hope you'll take this to heart too. After all, we only get one physical body per lifetime, and it is built to last a lifetime if we take care of it. There's something about the heart that is also sticking out to me. And I feel like it's masculine, protective, very protective energy. She says, that is my dad, always working until the end. He couldn't even speak, happened very quickly. God to know he is now, as everyone remembers. I love that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Sandra. I mean, thank you, Diana. I didn't even see Sandra's name. She must just be on my mind. I seen Matthew Harris. I'd like to be added if there's time for full moon. Hi from the UK, Lisa Holler. I live in a converted church. I love that. All right, so we're adding Matthew. Lisa says Sandra is my mom's name. That's why I said Sandra. Oh my goodness. All right. So Matthew wanted a full moon. Sandra said we both had cool dads. Diana confirms both motorheads. I love it. Lisa would like to be added to the list as well. All right, Jenna. Jenna is next. I want to say I seen her say hi. She was already on top of it. Look, I figured this out. I tell you what, this thing is touchy. I feel like that's probably the most irritating thing from the transition from StreamYard to Restream is the chat is so touchy. Like before, it would flow through really fast because we're on three different platforms. But it was like I could slow it down. I could click on one and slow it down, and then I could scroll up and down. This one is like I don't know. Maybe I just haven't figured the buttons out, but it's like it doesn't want to let me scroll up and down. Oh, I have, yeah, Jenna. Taurus Full Moon. I'm just comparing my list, making sure, yes. That looks all about how, yes. All right, Jenna, here we go. All right, so the first thing I'm looking at is how you can deepen your understanding of your beliefs, values, and spiritual practices. How you can deepen your understanding of your beliefs, values, and spiritual practices. We have creative solutions. It's number 13. It says think outside the box, view things from a higher perspective. Jenna, there's something about the squirrel that's sticking out to me. All right, how you can incorporate the Hierophant, wisdom, and traditional values in your own life. You have Ascension Lift. Prepare for spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities. In what area of your life should you focus on creating a stable environment? Law of grace, be your divine essence, dissolve all in grace. Look at the twin unicorns. I love that. Cosmic ruby is on the bottom. All right, so how you can deepen your understanding of spirit was really direct. Think outside the box, but the animals are actually sticking out to me, so that could have something to do with it. How you can incorporate Hierophant energy, wisdom, and traditional values. Prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Again, look at all the animals in the picture. What a coincidence, right? Be ready for opportunities. I feel like Spirit is going to give you different opportunities that will allow you to start incorporating. I think it's going to have something to do I know it's like values, but I think it's more about like spiritual beliefs, and I think it has something more to do with the animals. Law of grace, be your divine essence and dissolve all in grace. This is what area of your life that you should focus on creating a stable foundation. This is definitely giving me this energy of like you've completely torn it all down and you're building from the very beginning. But where you're going to give a stronger foundation is going to be the twin journey, the two unicorns coming into union. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. All right. And Kita. And Kita. On Kita and Kita. I see the H now. So is it on Kita? How did I read in choice in case you didn't see the list? When it's your turn, place in comments when it's your turn. What am I, what is it? Lisa, I have you on the list. Lisa, you're last on my list, so I hope you wait so very patiently. I have Ankita, Vanessa, Pamela, Starluva, Matthew, and Lisa. And we can go ahead and close that list. Let me grab that list closed banner. Somewhere. There it is. That's awful. There we go. Thank you, Jenna. All right. Right now, I'm looking for Ankita on Facebook. And Vanessa. Vanessa on Facebook. Let me know, Michelle, is there a delay over there on Facebook? Does it feel like? Oh, yeah. Big delay on Facebook. We got a new monetization on Facebook. I mean, not that that would, like, hurt anything. Michelle says she's not getting a delay. I definitely, like, I just opened mine and then I just ran my hand in front of it and then I waited to see. And yeah, I got a pretty big delay. All right, Vanessa's here, so let's go ahead and do Vanessa. And Vanessa, was it Taurus Full Moon? I'm not sure. Maybe it's like, I don't know. I feel like my Facebook just caught it. Yes, it's weird. She says it's a constant. I don't like that. I wonder how long. I mean, it seemed like several seconds when I was looking just now. Vanessa said she missed the last time. Well, I made a different one, Vanessa. So I tried to make a different. We talked about the Taurus full moon, 3 different lives, y'all, 3 different lives. But I try to like talk about something different in each one, and I try to make a different spread. Or I did make a different spread for each one. So this one, this Taurus full moon, a little bit more in depth with the Taurus energy, the Taurus traits, but also a little Uranus in there as well. The first thing, let's look at how you can deepen your understanding of your beliefs, values, and spiritual practices. Vanessa. We have Unicorn Portals, number 38. Focus on your light and listen for a message. How you're going to deepen your understanding and belief is going to be third eye, right? Somebody said third eye in the comments. I seen it earlier. But yeah, it's like intuition, trusting your intuition. But it's more than that. It's third eye. It's like receiving direct downloads, receiving direct information. All right, so how you can incorporate the Hierophant wisdom and traditional values into your life with the Taurus full moon. We have number 11, look for signs, pay attention, and expect an answer. How you can incorporate, it's going to be that expect an answer. Because the Hierophant, again, is spirituality, it's spiritual beliefs, it's spirit, right? So it's definitely giving that energy like, you have the right to know. Um, it's like you have the right to expect to know. All right. In what area of your life should you focus on creating a stable foundation? Rose gold, cosmic pool, bathe in cosmic love, and soak wisdom. Again, all the animals. You see all the animals? The owl's definitely sticking out to me. Um, I don't know, something. Do you have a lot of animals? But or do you have like maybe a lot of people that depend or there's something where people gather, like there's a lot of people gathering. Um, but that's gonna be the area. I'm not sure what that is. It's interesting. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's either like people depend, rely, or come together around you. That's the area that you're gonna create a sturdier foundation. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful. Vanessa's like, I only have one dog. Who all comes together? It's like all the different animals coming together. Lisa says, I do. Horses. All right, Pamela. Pamela was next. Starluva, Matthew, and Lisa. Pamela, Starluva, Matthew, and Lisa. Did we see Ankita on Facebook? Thank you, Vanessa. Some group environment, Vanessa. Some group environment. Unless you have a lot of animals or I don't know, maybe unless you're like an animal doctor, maybe like if you're a vet. But I think it's going to be whatever group environment. Oh my gosh, Starluva. 2 dogs, 2 cats, leopard, gecko, a tortoise, and a turtle. All right, Pamela on YouTube wanted talking to heaven. Pamela on YouTube wanted talking to heaven. Pamela, it's your turn. Let me know you're still here. I'm starting to yawn, y'all. I know. I feel like that's what's fixing to happen here. Like we got the dog and now the two cats, and it's like, oh my gosh, what else? What else is coming? All right, let's do Star Luba. Star Luba, say hi to me in the comments. And then Matthew and Lisa. And then we're going to wrap it up. But don't forget, guys, I'll be back Sunday night. Sunday night, we'll do Love and Astrology night. We'll read for the collective, a full reading for the collective, and then we will, I'll do some more free and paid mini readings. There's Pamela. All right. So let's do Pamela's, and then Starluba, Matthew, and then Lisa. Oh, Starluba, I love you so much. I'm so impatient. It's the Aries in me. All right. Pamela was talking to heaven, right? That would be awesome, Lisa. Yes, I want to know that too. And pictures would be super cool. You can send it to my Facebook Messenger. Pamela and Starluba both wanted talking to heaven. Thank you, Diana. Oh my gosh, I'd love to see that too. All right, here we go. Pamela, talking to heaven. All right, so here's what I need you to do, Pamela. I need you to think of the person that you want to get a message from. I'm not necessarily saying that's who you're going to get a message from. A lot of times we have a lot of people on the other side, and it's like they want, like there's more than one person that wants to deliver a message. So sometimes it helps when you can think of the person. Just picture them in your mind, what they looked like, what they sounded like, color of their hair. All right, I will always point you in the right direction. Did you guys see that card move? Did you see that? Tell me you saw it. It's showing a man's hand with a compass. But I'm not necessarily sure if it's a masculine energy. I feel like it's just like an energy that is has both. This could be maybe single parent or maybe someone who like did most of the parenting. But again, I'm not really picking up masculine, and I don't really even know if it's like mom or dad or if it's just like an authority figure of some sort, like someone who was part of your upbringing, um, part of your like someone who helped make rules or guide you in certain areas of life. But again, I'm not necessarily picking up like strong masculine. Not necessarily saying it can't be a male, but it's just like this is someone who's very, very kind, very compassionate, very calm, peaceful energy. But I feel like could have at times been aggressive when they were trying to like point you in the right direction or guide you in the right direction. It's also very possible that they're aggressive now. Like maybe they weren't aggressive before, but now they're aggressive and trying to point you in the right direction. So that could be anything. Like you could be seeing a lot of signs, and like when you do see them, you're like, oh yeah, that's this person. They're just telling me to go in this way, right? All right, I'm gonna read it out of the book. I like to do this because sometimes people will say this the book. Okay, so this is James Van Prague. Talking to Heaven. These are mediumship cards that I like to use, and a lot of times people will say like the words in the book is like something that the person said to them before or a message that they've received before, so it helps give like confirmation. All right, it says, I will always point you in the right direction. Although I'm not God or an angel, I do have the ability to guide you. Keep in mind that I'm not privy to all knowing wisdom of the universe. For that, you'd want to consult God, which you can do just by asking for help. However, I do have the benefit of all of my earthly lessons, which taught me a lot. I also have a broader perspective on your circumstances from my heavenly vantage point. There's something about that that's sticking out. I'm going to read it again. I also have a broader perspective on your circumstances from my heavenly vantage point. There's something like around the corner that they're able to see that you're not able to see. So you can think of me as a trustworthy confidant whom you can turn to for advice. Please know that I'll do all I can to guide you toward what's best for you. I've learned how to get my own ego out of the way and focus upon helping you and others from a place of pure love. You'll notice the signs that I send to you through your feelings, dreams, and other reminders to think of me. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. Starluva. Starluva is going to be next. And it says yes. And medicine cards that all bring messages in your night through your dreams and meditation. Oh, look, Michelle. Yeah, if you go to my Facebook page, there should be a send a message button. All right, Starluva. I went up and got your high. And Starluva was doing talking to heaven as well. Thank you, Lisa. How exciting. Thank you, Diana. I went up, I made her do it so many times already. I just went up and got her the one that she did earlier, only because I have figured something out. I can use I can click on it and then I can use my arrow pad on my keypad, number pad to move them up and down. And I feel like sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Now I'm hitting all kinds of buttons I didn't mean to. Have mercy. All right, here we go. I better stop. Better stop hitting the buttons. Pamela says amazing. Yes, thanks. Oh, thank you. All right, Starluva, same thing. So think of your person who you want to get a message from. All right, right. Tears cleanse the soul. Okay, so I picked up a few things when I was shuffling. And I just didn't say anything because I'm chicken. What I did, I got I would say older female. I would say again more nurturing, more compassion, empathy, very kind. Someone who is like very um um I'm getting like deep deeply connected to like ancestral practices. So this could be like, I don't know, like maybe a grandmother that um, had spiritual practices, or I don't know, like let's, and this is just an example, but like let's say um, like somebody who liked to cook, but her mother liked to cook, and her mother liked to cook, and her mother liked to cook. So it was like something really important that was like handed down and handed down and handed down, right? It's giving that type of energy. But because of like that specific connection, because it's something that's like deeply connected in like the family lineage, there could have been a really like emotional upset when this person was lost. Okay, I know we get upset when we lose anyone, right? Like that doesn't really make sense when I said that. But you know how sometimes like you go to a funeral and it's like, I don't know, your third cousin on your so and so's side of the family. You know what I'm saying? It's like you didn't really you may not necessarily like shed a lot of tears at that funeral per se. But this one you did. Like this one, this was deeply connection. Like this was um one of those, again, I don't want to say parent. I want to say it's more like grandparent. But it's like such a deep bond, that such a deep connection, that it could have been like a shake to your foundation, like if it would have been a parent, right? All right, tears cleanse the soul. All right, it says, when you cry, I'm even closer to you, hugging and reassuring you. Sometimes you feel my presence and sometimes not. However, I want you to know how beautiful you are when you are vulnerable with your heart fully open, feeling your raw emotions. Tears are a way to wash your soul of impurities such as fear and worry. I love that. I got to read that again. Tears are a way to wash your soul of impurities, such as fear and worry. It's a healthy means of releasing painful feelings. So I'm very proud of you for allowing yourself to cry. I know that it's difficult and that you want the pain to end, and it will, I promise. Just know that your heart heals faster as you allow it to experience all these feelings. Don't try to stay composed or hold back tears. Cry if and when you need to. People will understand. And if they don't, then that says much more about them than it does about you, because God gave us the ability to shed tears for a healing reason, and it takes a strong person to cry. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Matthew on Facebook, say hi to me in the comments. I'm gonna definitely check this out. I'm excited about looking at these pictures. All right, there is Matthew. And we're getting full moon, correct? Taurus full moon. Perfect. All right, Matthew, how can you deepen your understanding of your beliefs, values, and spiritual practices? Manifest your dreams, number 22. That would do it, right? Like if all of a sudden all your manifestations started coming in one by one, you'd be like, oh yeah, got it. Talk about your faith would be stronger than your fears, right? But manifest your dreams. It literally says that, like, bring something into fruition to give yourself more confirmation. Focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment. It's number 22 as well. So it could be about, I'm seeing a family up here in a home. So it could be about like manifesting um your dreams in your partner's dreams, or like your dreams as a goal, or as a um together dream. All right, how can you incorporate the Hierophant wisdom and traditional values into your life? Taurus full moon, your personal unicorn, bathe in pure love, stay open to unicorn magic. I see the freedom of truth, communicate honestly, and be who you truly are. That's going to be it, right? Because the Hierophant is about um, spiritual truths. All right, in what area of your life should you focus on creating a strong or sturdy foundation? Stable foundation. I'll get it right eventually. Magic Crystal Cave. Switch on your inner light and bring forward your gifts. How interesting. The crystals are definitely sticking out to me. So, like, maybe creating a stable foundation in holistic practices. Um, Anything to do with the crystals, really. Crystals are used for healing, they're used for meditation, they're used for so many different things. On the bottom is Ascension Flames, merge with the light, ignite keys and codes. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. And then Lisa, 22 is your birthday. I do remember that now. I did Matthew's birth chart not too long ago. All right. Lisa, are we doing what were we doing? What are we doing, Lisa? Is it gonna be, thank you, Matthew? Taurus full moon, Taurus full moon. Guys, I'm definitely gonna wrap it up after Lisa's. Thank you everyone who came in and participated. Energy exchange. Sandra, I love you so much. I will be back Sunday night. Sunday night. I do plan on fulfilling our week. I don't plan on missing any lives. Now, Thursday's live may be earlier in the day next week, and then I'm going on my trip to see Sandra. When my brother and I asked Agna was her, what? Oh, the video, I see. All right, Lisa, are we doing a full moon reading? Is that what we're looking for? Guys, have you all had a chance to go watch the elements, fire, water, earth, and air? I posted those on Tuesday. The air signs caught the algorithm just a little bit, which was super cool. But the other ones definitely need a little assistance. So if you guys could check them out after the live is over. I did put timestamps in them. So fire, water, earth, and air. I do them by elements, but I break them down into individual zodiac signs. So fire, you have, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, with timestamps in the description box, guys. So definitely try to make it as easy, cheesy as possible. And you can find those over on my YouTube channel under the live tab. All right, Lisa, here we go. How can you deepen your understanding of your beliefs, values, and spiritual practices? Stargate of Lyra, expand your casual chakra, enter the unicorn kingdom. Spirit says we got to read that out of the book. All right, hold on just a second. Ooh, I almost opened up right to the page. It's number 40. I opened up to page 41. I mean to number 41. All right, it says expand your casual chakra, enter the unicorn kingdom. Lyra is a magnificent cross-shaped stargate between this universe and another. Beyond it lies the unicorn kingdom. Archangel Crystal, the wondrous white angel of peace, overlights it. This card invites you to visit the unicorn kingdom through Stargate of Lyra. Ask your unicorn to take you there, and Archangel Crystal will open the gate for you. When you enter, feel the ocean of tranquility and love as thousands of unicorns surround you, pouring pure white Christ light over you. This purifies your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. Then they stream light into your third eye to expand it and awaken it to higher possibilities. After this, they illuminate your heart center to open it more fully. Finally, they cleanse and heal you at a soul level before cascading sparkling diamond light and generous blessings over you. Look for a quiet space where you can absorb this. Oh my gosh. All of that just okay, so what I'm getting here, how you can deepen your understanding on your beliefs, values, and spiritual practices. You have a lot going on. You've been talking about it in the comments. So Spirit's saying you have a lot going on around you, and you definitely need to cleanse, you need to purify on a regular basis. Um, all energy, there's no such thing as bad energy. Like I know there's a whole storyline going on in the comments, and I'm gonna get to it, I promise, and I'll Google and I'll research the story. I'm excited to do it. But I understand that energy is energy. There's light energy, there's dark energy. All energy has purpose. In other words, if there wasn't dark, we wouldn't know the light, right? If there wasn't like light, we wouldn't be able to see the dark. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's like there's purpose for everything. I do know that the casual chakra, there's more than the seven chakras that we all talk about. There's more than, like, you know how we talk about these chakras. There's actually more than just the seven chakras we talk about. And I believe the casual chakra that they're talking about here is the one that is above the crown chakra. So it's like your crown chakra is your connection to spirit. The one above that is your connection to like a different dimension, a different, um, most likely the extra energies that you're experiencing, right? All right, so how can you incorporate the Hierophant wisdom traditional values into your life? Taurus Full Moon. We have soul satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. The energy is giving some grounding energy, new opportunities, declutter your life, and glimpse a magical doorway. I'm definitely getting like declutter. See how they're raking and cleansing and like cleaning up the area. This could have something to do with like removing stagnant energy as well. All right. In what area of your life should you focus on creating a more stable foundation? We have listen to your heart, awaken psychic abilities, and tune into the infinite. Tune into the infinite. So that's the area that spirit wants you to get more understanding in something, right? You're already awakening your psychic abilities. I feel like you're talking about it, right? Like all your experiences, but there's something you need to tune into. Something you need to connect with. Ascension Flames is on the bottom. Merge with light, ignite keys and codes. This came out several times tonight. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. Thank you, everyone for coming in, participating. I appreciate all of you so very, very much. I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. Long 2 hours. Sometimes I feel like it goes by super quick and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe 2 hours went by. And sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, 2 hours. All right, guys, I'll see everyone for Love and Astrology on Sunday night. Thank you for all my moderators for helping with the list. I appreciate you so very much. And thank you for everyone who came in, joined, and participated. Happy Taurus full moon, everyone. I'm sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.